Because when I saw Proximity, right?
Yes.
Last year, what I enjoyed about it was there was a playfulness.
Yes.
There was definitely a playfulness between the dancers.
It's very important nowadays, I think, to bring out a little bit of fun, and pass that to the audience. So it's not. I like to have like at least three elements in my choreography. I like to have a little bit of playfulness, a little bit of sadness, and a little bit of love, of passion.
Passion, yes. Now, growing up in Brazil, because I had a good friend of mine, Marcia de Castro, who was at Dance Theater of Harlem. She would talk about Brazil, but she'd always talk about ballet with reference, and she said that's where the movement and the energy of people came from.
Bahia, Salvador was the first capital of Brazil. Was the first port where all the slaves came through, and getting there, all the slaves brought all the culture, and till this day, I mean, I think it's the richest city in Brazil where you see dance, music, painting, everything on the streets all the time. Every day there is parties in Salvador. And dance is really part of the culture. When you go, well, for example, any music in Brazil, even if something is created now for next carnival, a dance has been created for that music. So everything keeps moving along. There is a vast possibilities. A lot of music and a lot of dance growing together all the time, and also a lot of painting and a lot of fashion too. But it's very mixed fashion, mixed with the. We have so many. We are a melting pot, actually, by now. We have the influence of the native Indians, Tupi, Guarani, indigenous from Brazil. We have influence from Africa, of course. Influence from Spain, influence from Portuguese. So all these influences is a melting pot in the culture. You can see, the African is very strong, influential, especially in that area in Salvador, and you see mostly Portuguese. And even French, Ireland, more in the south. It's a lot, right?
Yeah, but it's great though. That's the beauty of it. And see, I'm trying to relay your background, the richness of your heritage, because all of those things you obviously convey in your choreography, and they're clearly in your spirit.
Yes, it's inevitable. I cannot separate myself from that. It's something that I grow up with, and gives me the strength, gives me my language. I think where we came from give us our language, our special way to communicate, and I cannot let that go.
No, of course not. That's what makes you you, of course. Now, in Proximity, what part of that language are you sharing?
It's mixed in the choreography. There is duets where I infuse capoeira. There is parts in the women that I use. I use a lot of torso, I use pelvis. I use a lot of exaggerated movement. That's really part. Arm and back a lot. That's part of African contemporary dance. So it's all mixed. I try to make an infusion so you don't see, oh, now it's ballet, oh, now it's modern, oh, now it's African, oh, now. And try to really make seamless that transition.